Morning folks, right, it's nights and days, it's nights time, so these are the figures I built the other day. I've undercoated the horses. All the horses are white because I'm going to be using a brown undercoat, and all the riders are grey because I'm going to dry brush with chainmail and then put a blue tone and a dark strong tone on. So I'll get busy and get those bits done and then come back to you when there's some progress. So back in a tick. So horses are browned. As you can see, all the various nags have got various shades of brown on. That's using toners and stainers, etc, etc. All were painted with the same basic brown, and then just sepia or marron stainers were added, as well as strong tone and soft tone and a bit of red. A couple of the horses had some red added as well. Riders have all been silvered. That's with a dark tone and a blue tone wash as well, as you can see. Well, hopefully you can see that comes out. So that's the hard job done. I always like to say that, makes me feel good. Next job now, of course, is surcoats where they've got them, or jupons. Like for example, this figure's got baggy sleeves, so he's obviously wearing something with sleeves. There's several like that. With some have got this this flowing. You can see that flowing sleeve. I've got to paint those as well. So I'll pick out some colours for those, and then with the horses, obviously got to pick out the trapping colours, and obviously the headpieces have got to be done in a metal. I don't tend to worry too much about that. I think I'll get everything else done and then probably do that last. Yeah, so there we go. So on with the next process. They've gone okay so far, so right, back in a tick. Right, that's the horses all finished. As you can see, yeah, just put the gold on this one and some gold trim on the red one, and that's just all now drying off. And then I should put in some shading, probably a flesh wash or a soft tone, something like that. I think soft tone. Let's have a look. Yeah, metal brown. Yeah, soft tone, probably in flesh tone. So that's what I'm going to be doing next. The foot figures. If I just, oops, not the foot figures. The riders even. The riders are all silvered and blued and blue tone and dark tone, aren't we? Strong tone, that's it. I'll get there in the end. So they're ready to start painting, and what I'm going to do is match up some of them to the livery on the saddles. So for example, I'll put this on the red one here. I should be putting some red trim on him just to link him in with it. It seems to make sense. And the black one here can have some black trim. So that's my next stage. So I'm going to be starting on the riders in a few minutes. It shouldn't take too long, he says, hopefully, because the riders, there's not as much work as there is on the horses, is there? It's basically some jupons or some surcoats where they've got them. Several of them seem to have this on the back. This, just see it patterning, which I think is meant to denote a coat. It's studded on, which if they've all got it will be a bit of a pain. Yeah, it looks like the Perry's most, I mean even this one here looks like it's got a coat. It's got 3 buckles, straps and buckles, which I would assume, I mean it could be buckling up the metal work, the cuirass part, but I doubt it. Anyway, I'll work something out. I don't want them all to have surcoats or jupons, but I want a fair number. As I say, these are French/European. For example, this guy's got the flouncy sleeves, so he's going to have a coat. And again, all will be matched, so where possible I shall match them up with the horses. Right, I'll get stuck into the riders, back in a tick. There we have it, the nights are completed. Just finished the touching up bits and pieces, a bit of silver work, etc, etc. Yep, I think they've turned out pretty good. well pleased. I've now got to varnish them. I may add some of the metal housing. That's this stuff that I picked up the wrong piece. That obviously sticks on the back. So I'm going to sort of play around with it. I've got to dry brush it obviously and paint it silver. I may put some of that on. Not too sure. See how I feel. But other than that, it's matte varnish, and then I shall get them based. So I'll come back in a tick. Well, I'll be coming back actually for the final roundup, because there's no need to show you the basing. Same as normal. Be 3 figures to a base. Brown undercoat. Sorry, sand and glue. Brown. 3 dry brushes, flock and tufts. So I'll get all that sorted and then come back to you with the final roundup. Okay. Well, that's finished the little beggars. The knights are done. That's my first French unit of knights. What I've done is I've just done them kind of a universal. I may add some shields later. I'm going to check through, see what I want to do. I've got a raft of shields already printed, so I may actually add some of those, but at the moment they'll do like this. I think I have added some chainmail, for example that one on the back of the horse. I tried it on the front, these tiny little pieces that go on the front of the horse, but I didn't like the look of them, so these can have just the rumps done. So I've done that one over the back there, and one this side. So we've got 3 horses with chainmail on the rumps, so that'll do. Yeah, that's what they look like from the back. I've just added a standard sort of French flag, nothing particular. They're not meant to be any particular unit, just a universal set of mounted knights, and in this case they're going to be French. Yeah, so there we go, all done. Enjoyable, no real problems. I say the horses actually take them more work than the knights. Once you've added the silver and then the blue and dark tone isn't it? Yeah, dark tone wash, the knights have actually finished, other than jupons or surcoats and sword belts and swords. Yeah, not a problem, enjoyable. This is the first of 12. First 12. I'm going to need quite a lot more. I'm not sure how many 12s I shall add. I don't know. Probably need 6 12s eventually, but I've got a couple of boxes already. Just need to undercoat and get those going. But, yep, there we go. 12 French Agincourt style knights. I put that there. Painted, base, standard basing, and ready to use. I'll take some stills, put them at the end. But, thanks a lot, and bye for now.